This is CAF TV. Welcome everyone. I'm Alex Bastiavansky bringing you all the action from the Canadian Academy of Football, and we've got a jam-packed show today. Last weekend was the launch of the 2015 CAF outdoor season, and we've got all the highlights for you from the under 14 super group. Also, I'll have the head of Jinga Academy, Kevin DeSerpa, here in the studio to talk about some exciting new developments with his program. Also, and this is cool, it was recently CAF night at BMO Field with TFC, and we've got full coverage of the exciting event. But first, let's check out those game highlights. As mentioned, the CAF Supergroup launched last weekend at Esther Shiner Stadium with 6 hand-picked teams going head-to-head in 3 games. First up was Dragon Force against GCS. A beautiful day for the beautiful game at Esther Shiner Stadium, May 24th. GCS and Dragon Force led off the opening day festivities. Both teams were pumped and ready to go to launch the CAF Supergroup season. And early on, is GCS nearly drawing first blood. The Dragon Force giveaway pops to Marco Primerano. Alessandro Procaccini, nice stop though, to keep it scoreless. But GCS goalie Yvonne Burgess says, anything you can do, I can do better. He comes off his line to deny Liam McCarroll with the big save. Moments later, Procaccini flubs the clearing attempt, but he scrambles back just in time to atone for the mistake with a massive stop on Philip Frey. GCS strike first, though, in the 20th minute. Primerano bides his time in front of the Dragon Force net, and voila, ball pops right to him. That is a beautiful one-timer. GCS notches the first goal of the CAF Group Supergroup season, 1-0, and they smell blood. 11 minutes later, Nicholas Andriola threads it to Haydar Mohammed. Past the charging keeper it goes. 2-0 GCS Academy. Dragon Force come oh so close to getting on the board soon after, but despite the mad scramble in front here, just can't put the biscuit in the basket. DFC snake bitten on this day. On to the second half of play we go. GCS nearly notch a third here. Mohammed on the semi-breakaway, denied by Procaccini, who was really the story of the game for the Dragons in this contest. Moments later, he makes another big stop right here to knock it over the top of the net and keep it a 2-goal spread, and that's exactly the way this one finishes up. GCS Academy blanks Dragon Force by a deuce, and GCS head coach Dave Curry was a happy man with his team's performance on the day.
Oh, excellent. The kids performed really well. It was a really hot day, great day, it was great for our guys to first be involved with the CAF, because to get a walkout like that, make it all professional, Champions League style. The boys really performed excellent. We passed the ball well, we won our tackles well, scored a couple goals, kept a clean sheet. Can't really be any happier, to be honest.
Great game. Up next in the under 14 supergroup was Burlington SC taking on CAP. Fasten your seatbelts. This one was a wild ride from start to finish. CAP and Burlington SC hooking up in a vastly entertaining match in Game 2 from Esther Shiner Stadium. And it's CAP breaking the seal first. Nick O'Reilly fights off the Burlington defender, coolly flicks it over the head of Andy Lacic. O'Reilly's some kind of pumped, and yes, folks, he's stirring it up a bit. 1-0 CAP. Burlington nearly hits back moments later, though. The ball pops to Ilya Ilic, but the keeper gets down just in time to make the nice stop. In the 26th minute, though, B-Town breaks through. Ilic sprung on the break, sees the keeper making a charge, calmly knocks it past him into the open cage, and we've got ourselves a 1-1 game. Just before the break, CAP nearly pulls ahead off the nice little set piece there. Spencer Wright comes oh so close. On to the second half of play we go. It's all Burlington all the time. Ilic jumps on the defensive miscue, manages to sneak it past the keeper, who just can't shut the door. 2-1 Burlington, and there was much more to come still. Moments later, Ilic takes the feed here and coolly slides it home, and then gets tackled by teammate Christian Stancevic in the process. 3-1 Burlington, and then it's Stancevic putting the finishing touches on things. He's got just way too much time to maneuver. Couple of nice fakes, threads the needle to find the back of the net. 4-1 for the boys in white. CAP gets one back, though, and this might be the goal of the week. The tiny terror, Marcelo Flores with the world-class volley. That was some sweetness right there. CAP pulls to within 2 goals. Burlington nearly notches one more, and how pretty would that have been from 30 yards out, but alas, off the crossbar. It ends up 4-2 Burlington. After the contest, Burlington head coach Chris Lako, although happy with the win, still felt there was much room for improvement.
Yeah, we won 4-1. It's a new team. We've only been working together for about 6 weeks now, and a little bit of our shape was off today, as you can clearly see. I was a little bit frustrated for those who are watching the game, but overall it was a positive performance, and good teams find bad ways to win sometimes, so it's a positive result showing that we are a team capable of winning under harsh conditions, but I think that we can improve our own performance during our next match.
Welcome back to CAF TV. I'm Alex Bastivansky. Well, the third and final game in the CAF Supergroup featured Jenga Academy taking on Epic FC. The goalies were ducking for cover in this tilt as the two squads combined for an incredible 14 goals between them. There are so many goals in this game. I'm just going to keep the chit-chat to a minimum so we can try to fit them all in. Jenga strikes first. Fernando Estrada. There was some mustard on that shot. 1-0 Jenga. Shortly after, though, Pedro Aparicio feeds Joey D'Agostino. Money in the bank, 1-1. D'Agostino, by the way, just 12 years old, playing up an age group, but then it's Estrada feeding Logan Reich. 2-1 Jenga. Back on top, but then the Jenga keeper mistimes his challenger, Michael Paraskaropoulos. I hope I said that right. Takes full advantage, and we're all knotted up again at 2 goals apiece. Back and forth we go. The Epic keeper makes a big first stop. Nobody watches Mateus Garcia, though, who knocks it home. 3-2 Jenga. But then Armand Wilson from 35 yards out does this. Incredible. We're all knotted up at 3, heading into the second half of play. Epic are deadly from free kicks in this contest. Ahmed Zaghloul from 21 yards out squeezes it through the keeper's hands. 4-3 Epic, and then it's wonderkin Joey D'Agostino picking up his second of the contest to make it 5-3 Epic, and trust me, much more to come from Joey still. Moments later, though, Martin Fagani threads it to Estrada, and I'll tell you, this guy just doesn't miss. His second of the contest. Jenga back within a single score. Estrada was magnificent in this contest, doing his best to keep his team close. He fakes out the keeper. That's a hat trick, and Jenga are even Steven. It's 5-5, but then D'Agostino, he just takes over the game. First, he steals the ball off Nicholas Steiner, and you can't place a shot much better than that. Hat trick for Joey, and he was just getting warmed up. 6-5 Epic. Moments later, Joey, and that's 4. Jenga were shell-shocked, down again by 2, 7-5. And then from 30 yards out, this kid was doing it all, just over the outstretched arms of the keeper. 5 goals for Joey. Then to cap it all off, just a minute later, D'Agostino with his 6th. Yes, that's right, 6 of the contest. What a day for the 12-year-old playing up a year. 9-5 Epic is your final. Crazy game, and the man of the match, Joey D'Agostino, sounding mature beyond his years after the game, giving praise to his teammates for the big win.
It was a great team effort overall. I mean, we all contributed in a great game. Our defense was solid. We got a couple breakthroughs from the other team, but at the end of the day, it's a team sport, and we did very well.
Told you what a great game that was. I'm joined in the studio now by members of Jenga Academy, who of course were playing that phenomenal game yesterday. Joined by the head of Jenga, Kevin DeSerpa, and one of his star pupils, a guy who you saw score a hat trick yesterday, Fernando Estrada. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
So let's talk about that for a second. 14 goals scored, quite the game.
We haven't had a game like that ever, so for us, that's definitely a great experience.
A great experience. Now, if you were the winning coach, it's probably great. If you're the losing coach, it's a bit of a nightmare giving up 9 goals, but you saw a lot of skill regardless.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 14 goals.
Opening day it was for the CAF Super League, and Fernando, let's have you as a player talk about that first of all. What was the experience like being opening day, being at Esther Shiner Day? Just talk about that.
I think it was very exciting coming out from the tunnel there that we had, walking onto the stadium, singing the national anthem. I think was very exciting. Got us all pumped and excited for what the season is going to hold for us.
Kevin, Jenga Academy. Let's talk about it. We've got a couple segments to do it, but let's at least start off with it. You're the head of Jenga Academy. Tell us a bit about it and what this is all about.
Well, After I was done playing, I decided that I wanted to start an academy and coach kids. And it was the best decision that I've ever made, because it's just an ongoing dream of mine of staying in the soccer game. And now having Jinga, it's unbelievable, because I get to coach so many different kids, and the levels of kids keep improving all the time because of the experience that we bring and the guys that we bring to make these kids much, much better.
We were talking about that just before the segment started, that the level of talent that you see today as compared to when you and I were younger, it's a huge difference, isn't it?
It's tremendous. It's a tremendous difference. There are so many different coaches now with great levels of professional, of university, of all different coaching levels that are now allowing kids, like, you know, when I was young, there was no possibilities of these opportunities. But now there's, you know, you go to Toronto, you go to Oakville, you go everywhere, there's academies with professional coaches doing it all the right way, and that's very good for this country.
Right, one of your star pupils, as I mentioned right here, we've only got about 30 seconds, but talk about Fernando and what he brings to the game. Obviously very talented.
Oh, this boy is unbelievable. He's got tremendous talent, he's got tremendous heart. He never gives up in the match, and on top of all that, he's got great skills. And he continues to work hard every single day because he wants to potentially play for the Canadian national team.
Dreams do come true, don't they?
They do.
Glad to see.
They
Okay,
do.
you know what, guys? We're going to continue on with Jinga Academy in just a second. We got to take a quick commercial break. CAF TV, we'll be back in just a minute.
Hello, I'm Cesc Fabregas, and I'm happy to announce the partnership between Jinga and the Academy in Canada, and hopefully you will guys have fun. I'm sure you will learn a lot with Danny and Kevin about football, and remember that you can also join the campus football in the summer.
And that, of course, is the sublime Cesc Fabregas of Chelsea and the Spanish national team. Kevin, that's absolutely fine. I should say, of course, joined by Kevin De Serpa and by Fernando Estrada of Jinga Academy. And how in the world did you get involved with Cesc Fabregas? Because I know this has got to be a great story.
It's pretty interesting. I played in Spain in 2002. I made a friend. He is Spanish. I finished playing soccer. I started the academy. He contacted the chess people. I was able to bring one chess people over here to do a camp with me, and that led to me gaining confidence by the chess people. Mm-hmm. And now I'm having a partnership for 3 years with Chess Fabregas Academy.
And you've taken members of Jinga Academy over to meet, and Fernando, you were one of the guys that went over. Talk about that experience. And this was how long ago now? 2 years?
2 years.
Talk about it.
It was an unbelievable moment for me. Meeting Barcelona player Cesc Fabregas at the moment, I think that was surreal for me at the moment. And going over to Spain, just that fact, going to Spain, 2010 World Cup champions.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. And meeting him, and then him telling us about, of course, the playing, how it is, going out, practicing.
What it takes. Yeah.
Exactly. It was just tremendous.
It's been incredible experience. How long have you been playing with Jinga for now?
This is my third year playing for Jinga.
Third year playing for Jinga. And how do you feel that it's helped you as a player? What's the experience been like?
It's been unbelievable. From when I started to where I am now, it's a big jump from my skills and talent. With Kevin and his training, I'm pretty sure I can say my skills can take me pretty far. And
what's the ultimate dream for you? Who's your favorite team? If you could pick one place to go to live and play the game that you love, where would it be, with who?
Madrid, Spain.
Madrid, Spain.
Yes.
Real.
Real.
Oh boy, I'd have a problem with that, but nah, just kidding. That's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's great to have those dreams, and this is what Jinga and CAF is all about, right? About bringing these guys and training them and giving them those tools to use to possibly live their dream, right?
Yes, and in the end, giving them the opportunities and experiences that they have never had before.
So you mentioned before, let's talk about your background first of all. You've played North America.
Yes.
You've played over in Europe.
Yes.
And this was something that you've always had in your mind, that when you were done with playing professionally, you wanted to come back and you wanted to be a coach and start your own academy? That was always something that you thought about?
It was something always in the back of my mind. Of course, you never know what's going to happen and when you're going to stop playing, but when I knew in 2008, 2009, I knew that I was going to stop playing soccer professionally. I already knew that I wanted to get into training, and I knew that I was going to go back to my home city, and I already knew what I wanted to do.
We've been watching some footage of your camps and some of the freestyle stuff, of course, as we've seen here. Some of the freestyle stuff is absolutely incredible. You've got the guys from the program and girls doing it as well.
Yes.
Talk about some of these camps and some of these guests that you have come into Jinga Academy.
So through freestyle, I've worked a little bit in freestyle in Canada with a few different companies, and I met some famous guys named the F2 Freestylers from England, and they've become friends with me, and now they come every year and they do a camp with us. And these guys are doing, if you check them out, they're doing videos with Van Persie, they're doing videos with all the top players from the Premier League to La Liga. They're doing all different great things, and for that experience to bring it back to the kids and them to see and hear these type of guys and what they say Cristiano does and what they say Messi does. I mean, these type of experiences and information for a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old in Canada is priceless.
Now, freestyle, which you've got the guys doing, and also futsal. You were a big futsal player as well. Talk about how both those things end up helping the boys and the girls in their development of their skills.
Well, they're obviously two different things, but the freestyle gives them more of a liberty to do whatever they want with the ball and be able to control the ball in different type of ways without being stressed about how anybody judges you or anybody thinks. Futsal is obviously good for learning dribbling moves, tactical moves on how to move the ball quickly on the right and the left. These type of things are not taught on the grass, and not easily on the grass, but easier on the futsal. So an overall player is what we're trying to create. The soccer tactical part with the Chess Fabregas Academy, and then with the F2 Freestylers and the freestyle that works on control and touch, and then with the Jinga skills programs and camps, we kind of cover almost all of that. So we're trying to give kids as much as we can.
And if people want to find out more about Jinga, the website's the place to go, right?
That's right.
And it's www.jingasoccer.ca.
That's right.
All right, listen, thanks so much for being here,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
And we look forward to an exciting season of CAF football. You guys watching you every Sunday is going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you very much for having us.
All right, thanks, guys. CAF TV will be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Well, one of the greatest thrills that I had as a young soccer player was when my youth team were guests at a Toronto Blizzard game all the way back in the old North American Soccer League. Yes, I had a lot more hair back then, but it was an incredible experience I never forgot. And CAF players got to take it one step further recently, as it was CAF Day at BMO Field. Academy players got to take part in game day festivities and mingle with their heroes from Toronto FC.
Well, with TFC, we've always wanted to provide an environment for our players to know what it is to be part of a professional system, and Toronto FC is the professional club in our area, in Ontario, Toronto, and we're excited to work with them. We decided to bring our players there and have a CAF Day where our players would participate as ball boys, as fan tunnel flag bearers, and it was just a great opportunity. We're also going to do a coaches program with them and meet and greet the players. So it's been really exciting for us to have that relationship with Toronto FC.
We got the opportunity to be escort for the players today, and the boys went crazy last night when we announced it. The whole thing about CAF and the experience of coming down to a TFC game, being escorts, watching the game, huge excitement. And the boys are looking so forward to doing it as a group, and the families. This is something that we haven't had in other locations that we've been at, and we're looking so forward to it.
What you guys are going to do today?
I'm a tunnel boy. I'm a tunnel boy. I don't know what a tunnel boy does. Carrying red and white flags around the field. during both anthems and fireworks.
Guys, have fun?
Yes!
Yeah, what an incredible event it was. Okay, on to our CAF countdown, the top 5 plays of the week. Number 5, Dragon Force keeper Alessandro Procaccini muffs the clearing attempt, gets back in time to make the massive stop, though, on Philip Frey. Number 4, Epic star Joey D'Agostino steals the ball, places this shot perfectly. Doesn't get much better than that right there. Number 3, teammate Armand Wilson of Epic from 40 yards out. Are you kidding me? Like it had eyes. One of 14 goals that were scored in that contest. Number 2, Fernando Estrada with the one-timer. He smokes it home. Fernando had a hat trick against Epic. And number 1, the tiny terror Marcelo Flores with the world-class volley past Andy Latchich of Burlington. Gorgeous shot, definitely worthy of our play of the week. As for our performer of the week, our super group, super player, no debating this one, Joey D'Agostino of Epic FC. He shredded Jenga for 6 goals on the day. Remember now, this is a 12-year-old who was playing up an age group last weekend. And as you can see, he got it done from all over the field, including that one right there. Free kick from 30 yards out. Joey D'Agostino, definitely our CAF under 14 super group, super player for this week.
Yeah, it must be my day today. I mean, we found the defense's weakness. We continued playing it, and I was fortunate enough to get the ball, a lot of through balls. It's just up to me to finish it, and that's why I practice hard every week, every day, and it finally pays off. So it's good that the hard work finally pays off. Yeah.
And that's all the time we've got for this week. Just remember, though, there's lots of different ways you can keep up to date with all the age groups of the Canadian Academy of Football. Check out the league website at cafsoccer.com or check us out on Twitter at CAF_football. And you can also follow our Facebook page as well. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. I'll see you next week for more CAF TV.